the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast with Alex Trataros, John Meleka, and Raisi on the beat. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? Alex Trataros here with another Jets episode of the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast. And with me, as always, my buddy, my cousin, pal, the man, the plan, the one and only, John Meleka. Before we ask John how he's doing, you all know the drill. If you listen to this podcast and you haven't already done so, please make sure to subscribe. We're on all audio listening platforms. We're on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, Alexa, Stitcher, you name it. We are there. If you listen to us on Apple or Spotify, please make sure to give us that 5-star rating. And if you listen to us on Apple, please make sure to leave a review or comment. You can also find this podcast on the Jet Press or the Daily Knicks because we're partnered with Fansided and Minute Media. We also got a YouTube channel, Knicks coming, Jets coming, etc. Period. Find the page, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you know when a new episode drops. When you watch a video, hit the like button, leave a comment, add to the conversation. We want to know your thoughts and opinions. I mean, come on, we need some more comments on the Jets video. All right, we got all your comments on the Knicks video. We need to be a little bit more heavy on the Jets videos. Look, football season's around the corner. We know you got your thoughts on the New York Jets. Do you guys think it's going to be a good team? We got training camp today. We're about to get into it. Guys coming off the pup. Denzel Mims showing out. You all know what it is.
We know you're watching too. Like, we get the numbers. Like, we know you're watching. So just hit the subscribe button for us, hit the like for us, and let's get this moving.
Yeah, and while you're also over there, we got another podcast, Winning Picks Weekly. John, video producer Greg, our guy and co-host Chip Murphy. These guys go through every sport possible when it comes to sports betting. NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, all right? If you didn't catch last night's episode, because we're recording Wednesday at 9:23 p.m., you should have seen John and Greg go at it with Chip. You had two Yankee fans going against a Mets fan, but unfortunately, the New York Mets won. So for the New York Yankee delegates on this podcast, it was a rough day. And still
it's rough right now too. Yeah,
and still rough day. Yeah.
It's rough. Aaron Judge just struck out.
We're actually about to jettison Greg off the pod midway through, so you might want to tune in, and you'll just see him just fly out of his chair up into outer space if he says anything about the New York Mets. But I digress. And then last and certainly not least, please make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. We are there. John, my guy. And Greg, we're going to switch this up now, actually. We're going to bring both of you in at the same time. No difference because Greg has just been – he's just embedded into this podcast now. So you know what? He gets to join. He's not going to get the whole cut screen coming in. Gentlemen, how you all feeling today? John, start with you.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Football's back. You said football's around the corner. I don't know what corner you live at because football is back, man. I'm here. We're up to date where we got people moving up the pup list, which means you can't go back because you attended your first practice. So it's time to go, man. We have the interviews with all our coordinators. You can't hide anymore. Our players finally have to show out. There's no more caring about what people look like. No more workout videos. Today we had some plays with no pads, so it's still like we're still slowly but surely, but football is back, dude. So I'm hyped. Football, that's the best time of the season for us, even though right now Yankees Mets top of the league playing each other. Baseball probably not going to get better until September call-ups and then October. So this is it, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for August preseason. I'm ready for the green and white practice. I'm hyped for these Jets team, dude. Everybody's coming back. I feel like we just re-signed Carl Lawson. We'll get into all that. I'm hyped, man.
All right, Greg, how you feeling, man? You excited? Is football back for you? Because for me, man, it's still July. August is like really when it's back, when I see that first preseason game. Because it's no pads, no nothing. But how are you doing, though?
I'm with you, Alex. For me, I feel like when football's back, summer's kind of wrapping up, and I'm still good on summer. I got plenty of summer left. Football, it's I still agree with around the corner because we're not doing anything crazy right now. We're practicing. No one wants to be there. It's not until you get to preseason games and stuff. No one wants to be there in July right now, John.
I don't know what tape you're watching. That's why I'm so hyped about this Jets team, because everybody wants to be there, including one guy looking for a contract. He still wants to be there. We'll get into that too.
Yeah, guys down the roster, but I mean, I think that I'm just excited. I'm excited. I saw a couple of videos too. I'm sure we'll bounce around a little bit. Some spite videos circled my Twitter feed today. So we'll get into all that stuff, but happy about our guys reporting. Happy about some guys coming off the PUP list, and happy about the Mets right now. I know I can't talk about it. All
right, that's enough. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Relax over there.
Yeah,
you mentioned PUP list. All right, you mentioned PUP list though.
Yep.
We're censoring all this Mets talk right now. I can't deal with it. When they're not playing the Yankees, I can listen. Not when they're playing the Yankees. Not when it's the Subway Series.
Sure.
We're gonna win this game.
Not when we're sweeping the Yankees. We'll be quiet about it.
All right. This is strike 2, Greg. This is strike 2, my man. Anyway, you mentioned PUP list. John's mentioned PUP list. We ain't talking about puppies. We're talking about guys coming off the not being injured anymore. We got two main guys, because we got to look at this offensive line, man. We got George Fant and Mekhi Becton coming off the PUP. They're at practice today. We got Mekhi Becton playing the right side. We got George Fant playing the left side. John, what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts?
Oh man, so first and foremost, I'm really hyped about Becton and Fant coming off the PUP list, but for two different reasons, right? So Becton, there's this whole thing about him being injured. We've all heard it a million times. Big Bus 77. Is he in shape? Yada, yada, yada. He's on the PUP list. So once he came off right away, I had that confidence, right? He looks good, but now, the team is willing to put him on the practice field. So I'm ready for Mekhi Becton. Of course, he was positive about moving to the right tackle, a move that I expected, that we've been talking about for a couple months now. So I'm not too shocked there. I'm happy that Becton, was good with the media. He said all the right things. That sounds good. On the other hand, George Fant, a veteran left tackle, now you understand why he refused to stay on the right, because he knew that paycheck is on its way. So he wants to go to the left. He wants to be paid like a left tackle. Left tackle money is just completely different. And there's a lot of players around this league right now, Alex, that are either holding in or holding out, but regardless, they're holding something. And they are not hyped to be with the team because they don't have a contract. And even though Fant, the Jets could literally cut him and save $10 million and have $1 million dead cap. That's why he needs an extension, right? Obviously, that's not going to happen, but that's why. Like he's going to get paid $11 million, but gradually. That's kind of when it's time to renegotiate your NFL deal. So I'm looking forward to him getting that deal, that extension. That maybe, I don't know what, like 3 years, $30 million. It's probably right around what he's going to get from us. But dude, I'm excited that he's hyped enough to just be like, yo, I know what this means for Zach Wilson. I know what this means for this team. I also know what this means for Mekhi Becton. Like, if I'm not there, from day one, holding out for this contract or whatever, the PUP list, come back. Now he might have got some reps at left tackle. Like, I'm just happy from day one, everybody knows their role on the offensive line. And when was the last time you could say that for the New York Jets, dude? We have guards, right? I think McGovern's going to be fine at center. We got AVT cool with the right. I'm hyped, man.
Greg, yourself, how you feel, man? We got our offensive line back, healthy, ready to go. You confident with them going into the season?
I am. I think two things with both these guys coming back. We have our bookends kind of set. To John's point, I think the interior of the line's kind of been set through the whole offseason. We knew how it was going to go, so I'm happy about it. We've been saying, I think, the whole time that Becton's going to play the right and that Fant's going to play the left. We thought there maybe would be a competition, but I'm really happy that there's not. I'm happy that we just, like John's point, everyone knows their role, and now we just have to work at it. I think Becton's going to take a little while to get back into his form. I've said that a few times. So
yep.
Right tackle, left tackle, I think it's going to take him a little while to get up to speed, but really happy about that. And then I don't know if you guys saw in the NFL too, another team came out right away and was like, we're going with this guy over this guy. Did you guys see this? You guys know what I'm talking about with this? Kind of made some
I don't know what you're talking about. Which one?
San Francisco and Trey Lance.
Oh,
yeah.
that conversation.
They just came out of nowhere, kind of. And to me, that one doesn't make as much sense. Because Trey Lance, I think,
They hinted, though, right? With this whole Garoppolo, you can go out and seek a trade like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think they hinted at it. I think there were some rumors and some rumblings about it. But to just come out and say it at this point, I don't know really what it serves other than to kind of devalue Jimmy Garoppolo for a trade. So I'm happy the way we handled it. I think there's other ways to handle other situations, and you do the same thing, but it doesn't really have the same effect. I think for us, it was a good effect. It came out well for us, where other teams kind of did the same thing, and it's really not as good of a look. But I think we all knew this was coming. It's just a matter of time. And to John's point, let's just start the training camp off this way. Everyone knows the role. Now let's get to work and have a good season.
Yeah, it's we got our offensive line ready. It seems like everyone's just focused this season. I think the stench of last season where everyone underperformed, they got that chip on their shoulder. They want to show that they're coming back in ready to go, right? And especially you got Mekhi Becton, who looks in good shape, by the way. He comes in looking a little trim than what we saw last season and 2 seasons ago. And then we have George Fant, as John already pointed out, like he's fine to get that left tackle money. And he did a good job last season. He wasn't the greatest, but he did a solid job playing left tackle. And to have just an offensive line just evened out, as John noted earlier, it's confident for Zach Wilson because, look, you have that consistency. You're starting off the season on the right foot. No holdouts. Come on, we're New York Jets fans. We've known about guys holding out, waiting until they get paid, not having one at the beginning of the start of the season. And then we see the season go on and it unfolds in a direction that we don't really like, and it's not good for the entire team. So the fact that everyone showed up and is ready to work, I'm excited, man. And for Mekhi Becton, I'm just looking forward to see what he shows. I mean, you saw that, what is it? Did you guys see that Adam Schefter tweet that got quickly deleted because
no, I didn't.
What did he say?
Apparently, Adam Schefter accidentally tweeted that Robert Saleh said, I quote, and it's not word for word, but he essentially said Mekhi Becton is never going back to left tackle. Yeah, he's going to be permanently at right tackle, which is a little. No one said that. No one made that remark, but Adam Schefter put it out there in the world, and Adam Schefter's been doing a lot of deleting of tweets recently. Maybe gotta be a little bit more careful with the words that you choose.
He's got his contract, bro. He's got his contract.
He got his new contract. He's locked in. He can do whatever he wants.
He's killing it when he's on the contract year, and I want to kind of point that out with George Fant because he had his best year. You alluded to it, but it was his best year. I think by PFF they ranked it last year. I'm kind of hyped, man. He's been with a veteran, with Russell Wilson. I won't say that too, out loud too hard for Greg. I know he gets mad.
Did you see that picture today?
With Font and Zach Wilson or no?
No, with Russell Wilson showing up to camp. That was like circling the internet.
With his own gear.
Yeah, with his own jersey on. That's kind of a tough look.
And his own shoes, I think, too.
Yeah,
it's tough. It's tough. But anyway,
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Back to our guys. I'm just hoping that it wasn't a contract year situation where he gets paid and he, regresses a little bit. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't have confidence that he's gonna be good. But I feel like at this point we have to talk about that with every single player, right? I mean, Alex, I think you kind of went over a little bit. I'm glad everybody's at camp, but dude, a lot of players that we all know, but that the Jets have been, in some way, shape, or form connected to at some point, like DK Metcalf, Jesse Bates, Roquan Smith, Derwin James, all these players, they're all holding out and they're all really good. And Font could do the same thing. And no one would be really mad at him. Everyone would be mad at our front office. You know what I mean? For not getting the extension done yet. So I'm really excited with the fact that they all know that they need to be there, right? We had, for the last couple of years, we barely had any reps with the same offensive line. And as you say, it's always about consistency. And honestly, man, if you want to talk about consistency, I think it's now talking about Denzel Mims.
I was about to say, you're talking about getting reps, consistency. We're getting Denzel Mims showing out with the second unit and Joe Flacco and Mike White, Hall of Famer Mike White to be exact.
Denzel
John,
Mims season, bro. It's Denzel.
Is this it? Are the jokes of him doing the ladder drill slow and not perfectly behind him, and he's going to come into the season actually ready to go and know the playbook and won't be what was it, out of formation twice, 3 times in one game? Is that what we're getting from Denzel Mims this season?
Greg.
I don't think so.
I
Hate to
knew
be
where Greg was going.
hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm not buying any of the Denzel Mims hype train.
Why are you
July.
not buying this, Greg? What do you need to see from Denzel Mims to actually buy stock?
Two things. One, it doesn't move the needle. Like, okay, say he is good. He's our 5th wide receiver. Say he's not good. He's not on the team. I don't know really. It's not a big enough impact for me to really get excited about it. That's one reason why I wouldn't buy the stock. The other is I just don't believe it. Mims, I think he was good in college, 2nd round pick, but it just never looked right from the beginning. I don't know, is this his 3rd season now? His 3rd off season with us?
This is his 3rd season. Yep.
Yeah, so it just never has felt right from the beginning. Not really what we expected. And I mean, when you look at Mims in the 2nd round, granted, it was probably in a different spot, and you look at what Breece Hall is going to be for us in the 2nd round, it's night and day. Breece Hall is going to be a certified RB1. He's going to be able to do everything that we need him to do, and he's going to contend for Rookie of the Year at plus 800. Get your bets in now. So, it's just completely different, both in the 2nd round, probably in different spots. I think Mims might have been a little bit later in the 2nd round than Hall, but still, it's too high of capital to spend on someone that's going to be your 4th or 5th option at a position.
I mean, he only has nowhere to go but up from this point. Through 11 games that he played last season, he caught 8 passes out of 23 targets for 133 yards.
Yeah, Hall's going to get more attempts in the first game he plays than that. So it's to your point, it's like a penny stock. There's nowhere to go but up. If it busts, it busts, and who cares at this point? Because you already spent the money, you're already invested. So it is what it is to me at this point. I'll be happy if he turns out to be good. I'm going to be happy to have a good wide receiver 4 or 5. But I don't think he's ever going to get to the level we thought he was going to be at as a wide receiver 2.
Damn, so I'm going to push back for a couple of reasons here. Number one, why I think it's really important that Denzel Mims is good, and why he needs to move the needle. And here's why, man. Corey Davis, we like him. We paid him a lot of money. He's really good. We hope he stays healthy. He's not always healthy. He doesn't start every game. Am I allowed to say that much? Elijah Moore, rookie last year, didn't really complete the season, man. He was injured for a little bit of it. He's really good when he's on the field. All right, Braxton Berrios, not going to say a word. The man plays every game, no problem. He'll play when he's in.
There shall be no bad words about Braxton Berrios.
The real Slim Shady. Yeah, no one's going to talk about the real Slim Shady. But Garrett Wilson, a rookie. You know what I'm saying? If he has a Elijah Moore season like we talked about, we would be ecstatic. Like, there's no way Garrett Wilson's going to play every single game and contribute. You know what I'm trying to say? Especially when you look at Denzel Mims, a 2nd-round pick, and how he couldn't get in formation. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, the curve can't be that off, right? And we cut DJ Montgomery, who got some playing time last year. I know that's not that crazy, but another backup. We lost Vincent Smith, who, shout out to that special teams play. Remember, he had that punt on the 1-yard line. Right? He was always fighting. And now it's really just Denzel Mims and Jeff Smith. After that, that's it. Like, the Tarek Black. Like, what do we think? It falls off pretty hard, man. We need Denzel Mims in there. And the best part is he plays that outside position, right? And he can make a difference on this team. Like, I'm not shocked that he's good with Flacco. You know what I'm saying? Flacco wants that tall wide receiver to just chuck it to over Isaiah Dunn. You know what I mean? A short slot receiver kind of filling out. Like, Mike White, he wants to throw it to Denzel Mims, a tall receiver with a bigger target. So I'm hoping it's not nonsense, man. I'm hoping he actually makes a difference in this game. Players are going to be tired. You know what I'm trying to say? And I don't think it's fair to compare to Breece Hall because Breece Hall was the best running back in college football. He just gets picked second round because everyone has this thing about running backs, man. They're just allergic to running backs. So I don't think that's fair. I think that's more of a Joe Douglas, you're the man type deal rather than Denzel Mims sucks because Breece Hall is better. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what Denzel Mims can offer this season. And look, it's nowhere but up for him. You know, he had a poor last season. He didn't understand the playbook. He's doing well with the second unit for day one. Only day one. We can't make too much off of that. But if it continues to go, in the right direction, he's going to have his opportunity, man. John pointed out, you're talking about Corey Davis. He's not going to play all the games. Elijah Moore, he may not. He missed some time towards the end of last season. I think Elijah Moore will be healthy this season. I'm looking more so with Corey Davis, who's probably going to be missing some time. Garrett Wilson, we'll see. He's a rookie. Let's see if he can actually contribute as a rookie wide receiver. Most rookie wide receivers, they don't come off as a gangbuster as like a Jefferson that you have for the Minnesota Vikings, right?
Or Chase.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not like that. So
those players took off a year, the last year in college, so they had a whole year to, quote unquote, prep for the NFL. You know what I'm trying to say?
Sure. Yeah, sure. But
getting screamed at and go to math.
No, for sure. But even if you look at like Denzel Mims' like college career, right? Like you're talking about, he had over 1,000 yards twice while he was at Baylor. Sure, it's college, it's not the NFL. I totally get that, but there is some talent there. Let's see if he can actually show something this season. That's all he needs to show, just to show that you could be useful this season. It's better just to have more weapons than none because the Jets we lost every wide receiver last season, and we had to rely on Denzel Mims.
That's what I'm saying.
So let's hope that
I remember games we're arguing who's gonna get more targets, Vincent Smith or Jeff Smith, and now you're sitting here telling me who cares about a fifth receiver? We care because we were starting.
This is the New York Jets, man. We're used to not having wide receiver. We're used to everyone going down. Everybody. So
just last year, it was just a mere 6 weeks ago in football time. You know what I mean? It was like week 11.
Look, man, we watched teams with Javon Kearse as our top wide receiver.
Oh, those are good times. Shout out to Russell Wilson.
Shout out to Kearse. He was solid. But it's not we're not saying Denzel Mims is the number one option, but those were some dark times. Those were some dark times. Regardless, Denzel Mims showing out. We got Fant and Becton back in practice. There's another guy back in practice today, too, after missing last season, not because he wanted to, but because he tore his Achilles. We got one, Carl Lawson. We got the beast back on the field. We got him back on the line, ready to destroy opposing teams, man, to put that pressure on the quarterback. How are we all feeling? Greg, I'm going to start off with you this time. How do you feel about Carl Lawson being back?
Dude, I feel great. I mean, I felt great about it last year, and then he had the injury, so happy that he's back. Hopefully he's taking it slow and taking it easy. Again, kind of like Becton, I'm not expecting too much, especially in the early part of the season for him. So just stay healthy, get through the off-season stuff, the training camp stuff, the preseason stuff, and let's get ready to rock once the season starts rolling. I think if you look at him combined with some of the other pieces that we got this offseason, the defensive line, it's a major opportunity for big upgrades. I mean, we were last place in a lot of defensive statistical categories last year, so we have to move the needle there for sure. So whether it's into the high 20s or the teens or whatever, the middle of the pack.
Got to be in the teens, bro. We can't be in the 20s. We got to be in the teens.
Yeah, still, if you're the 20th best defense in the NFL, you jump 12 spots.
Nah, man, okay. I need that thing in the teens, baby. I have expectations. You got a defensive-minded head coach. We're getting our guys back. You drafted well. I'm not expecting to be in the top 10, but we got to at least be like 18 or something. I can't go being 22. I can't do that this season. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of pieces. So for a big-time overhaul and big-time improvement, especially with the coaching staff all going into their second years too, I think there's a huge opportunity for us to take a major leap. It needs to happen, because if not, we talked a bit about this a little bit on the Winning Picks Weekly episode yesterday, Alex. If we are in the 30s again, bottom of the league in all our defensive categories, is Robert Saleh on the hot seat at that point?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think that could happen mid-season? Like, if we start out like 1-6 or 1-5, do you think there's rumblings about, hey, you're a defensive coach, we brought you in here to be a defensive guy, and we have the worst defense in the NFL 2 seasons in a row so far?
I'm going to give you the attorney answer. It depends. I mean, how does it look going into the season? We're talking about like we have all of our guys and the guys are just like falling flat on their face.
Yeah, assuming everyone's healthy.
Is it schematics that, you know, are just not there, or the schematics right and the guy's not executing? Even still, it comes down to coaching. Even if the guys aren't executing, you're a defensive-minded head coach. I expect not pristine defense because his role is changed where he's not. It shouldn't be managing the defense alone like we've had previous, you know, head coaches. It's not supposed to be like Todd Bowles where you're the one like overseeing it, not using your defensive coordinator, or like what Rex Ryan did, or even if you want to go to the converse of like Adam Gase just focusing clearly on the offense. Like, I know he's a little bit further removed, so it's more so on Ulbrich to get that stuff rolling, but you can't be at the bottom of the league, especially when everyone's healthy. Like there just can't be an excuse unless like your offense is just like crap. Like it has to be Zach Wilson legitimately is laying goose egg after goose egg after goose egg, where you're like, look, man, we can't do anything because our quarterback is giving us absolutely nothing, which is also part of the reason why they were bad last year.
Sure.
So, you know, I understand that, but I know John wants to give me a little bit of pushback right now. He's got some.
Both of you again, yo. I don't know what's going on in this pod.
I just see it in his face. I just see it in the face,
dude. Like you guys are crazy over here. We got Carl Lawson coming back. We got Vinny Curry coming back. 2 players that they expected to make a real difference on this line that unfortunately got hurt. Right, Lawson, the Achilles, in the joint Green Bay practice. I'm hyped for Carl Lawson back in Lambeau Field against Green Bay this year. I know that's going to be a crazy game, like, for his psyche. Because, dude, I'm watching his press conferences. Like, he's the man. Dude, like, he knows that he's an animal. He's like, what was his exact quote? He's like, I don't want to do too much, but I don't want to do too little. Right, that's a little bit of a nice turn from last year where he was clearly the MVP of the training camp, according to everyone, including the coaches. So I'm hyped he's back, man. It makes a huge difference when you have rookies like Jermaine Johnson trying to learn like how to play in the NFL, and you're staring at this guy who tore his Achilles literally less than a year ago, and then you're at the same time, a little bit more than a year ago, but he was there for OTAs. Which Robert Saleh's like, dude, that's crazy. He also like has knee injuries from before that we don't have to get into at this moment because we're on positive vibes right now. And he's a freak. Like Coach Saleh's like, he's a freak.
Look, man, we know Lawson watches his anime, gets that Super Saiyan going. He's got that Super Saiyan blood in him. All right.
Did you see his shirt at the press conference? Is that why you're saying that or not?
No, I actually didn't see it, but I'm not surprised.
He literally had Goku.
Let's go.
He had like a strap thing where he's like basically like his whole body shown, but in the middle says Goku. It's fire. He's the man, dude.
Let's go. I didn't even know that. I didn't even get to see that today. Let's go. So wait, John, let me ask you this question because Greg asked me. I need to know your thoughts. So are you okay then with the Jets this season being in the 30s? Where do they have to be defensively ranked throughout this season?
There's no 30s, bro, because
20s,
because Salah finally listen, man. He finally is allowed to play his defense. We're never going to see 3 linebackers out there again, right? He put Hamza and Sherwood because he was trying to create, you know, his 3 safety secondary like he likes to play with the 2 linebackers, and it just wasn't working out. They did okay, but they got injured. So now he has DJ Reed. Like DJ Reed is holding it down. Him and Jordan Whitehead's comments today also got me super hyped. I think that like corresponding moves that they've made, like releasing Moffitt and stuff, like I think that has to do with okay, we're good. We're good on the strong safety. Like Whitehead's there, Pinnock probably just did okay, you know, and they love Willie Parks. So we're like, okay, we're straight here. Like let's work on depth for other positions that, you know, might be more of a need. Probably free safety. You could tell because they have a lot of players in those positions. But when you talk about it, you know, where do I need the defense to be? I think the defensive line is going to be amazing. Carl Lawson, Quinn Williams, John Franklin Myers, and Jermaine Johnson is unbelievable. We just signed Jacob Martin from Houston. He's going to make a difference. We signed Solomon Thomas. He's trying to make a difference, right? We got Sheldon Rankins, our boy. We know how he is. And then on the other side, we have Michael Clemens, who I'm pretty sure is going to murder someone at some point in this
He's
year. And I'm
scary.
hyped
So then, what's the rank, John? What's the rank that you're looking for then this season? What give us a rank that you'll be happy with?
Dude, I don't want teams scoring, over 3 touchdowns on us. Like if we can keep games manageable, because I don't know if Zach Wilson is about to be like this, elite.
He's evading the question. He's evading the question.
No,
Your Honor, I need an answer. Yes or no?
I don't have an exact number, man. I need to top half would be great. Top half of the league, I'm straight with that. Bottom 10 is unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? So
all right, there we go.
If it's
we got our answer. We got our answers.
Bottom 10 is unacceptable because you got DJ Reed, dude. You just signed him. You just signed DJ Reed to hold down your defense. There's no more excuse. You know what I'm trying to say? Is I don't have my guy. You signed your guy. He's holding the defense. He's going to call the shots. He's your Jim Leonard. He's your Ed Reed. He's your Palomalu. He's your, even your Richard Sherman. Like, you got it. Like, here you go. That's why I got my eye on Ward coming through from San Francisco next year, but that's neither here nor there for a next year's episode. Just tabling it. But, dude, I love where this defense is going, man. If Sauce Gardner becomes a real player and does not look like a rookie, if Sauce Gardner does not look like a rookie, there is some high potential for this team. And it goes back to kind of full circle to Greg's Rookie of the Year bet for Breece Hall, because if our defense is looking good, we're going to run the hell out of this football. Like, we're going to run it so much. If you listen to Michael LaFleur's interviews, he gets giddy when he talks about running and controlling, with his running backs. Like, whether it's a dump out or whether it's a run, he literally gets excited about that. So, dude, I'm hyped that we didn't even mention like people like Zuniga, on the back of that, or Jonathan Marshall, a guy that we got. I don't know, dude. I'm really excited about the defensive line. It gets thinner as it goes up, as usual, with the Jets. But that's why I think we're gonna have a really good defense, man. When you see players like Carl Lawson, C.J. Mosley on that defense, honestly, Michael Clemens, I'm pretty.
Or even
sure
DJ
now.
Reed, man. He was
DJ
a dog.
Reed.
He was going at it today in practice. We have talked about how his IQ's up there. He's getting intense. He's getting chippy out there on the field, exchanging some words and whatnot. So
was he getting into it with Michael Carter?
Yes, sir.
I love that, dude. I love that because Michael Carter's fighting for a spot. You don't think Michael Carter knows that Breece Hall's right there? Like there's no one more pissed off about that pick than MC, bro. So they got Tevin Coleman on the NFI list. Hopefully they hold him out till like week 6. I think that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? Just stay there, hang out. We'll make a decision on you after. You think you have 4 weeks and then 21 days to make a decision for the NFI list? Just chill out. We got Ty Johnson. He could hold it down. Obviously, running backs never stay healthy. Once one of them goes, Tevin Coleman, just be ready to go, dude. Same thing with Jeremy Ruckert. Hang out, NFI list. We have 2 monsters, CJ Uzama off the PUP list. Conklin having an unbelievable year, talking about how he's never been wanted anywhere. He's going to George Kittle's camp, the tight end camp. Dude, I don't know. I think we figured out how to do a roster. Right. So I think that like the clock starts, fine. I'll give that to Greg. The clock technically now starts for Salah. Like, you got the regime, you guys got your second-year quarterback, you guys are signing your own players, you're switching up the defense, we got you everything. Like, the clock is it does start, because Alex, if we're 30th, like, now we have questions. Now, like,
that's what I'm saying. Look, man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be at the bottom, especially if you're a defensive-minded head coach. But look,
you got your guys, bro. There's no more excuses. That's it.
Facts. And I like this little bit of competition that Joe Douglas put. It's like he knows that either pressure creates diamonds or burst pipes. That's what you got, man. He's creating friendly competition. All right. He's gonna see who's gonna succeed. So when you get a Breece Hall, Michael Carter type of competition, who's gonna show out? That's the question.
They're both gonna kill, in my opinion, which is awesome.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, no such thing as like a true on bell cow anymore in the NFL. There's very few and far between. So it's all good. It's all good. But hey, let's talk about the quarterback, because he was throwing he looked pretty good today with his reads, throwing over the middle. Sure, he was getting some pressure because you got some solid secondary to have to go against. But
Jacob Martin had a sack, right?
Yeah, he did. But there were some times where he's completing passes in the intermediate and short range today going through the check down motions. That's what I like to see, man. That's what I like to read through the Jets Twitterverse. Some good quarterback play, because we can't have any more of those missing on dink and dunks.
I'm with you. Can't miss your layups, so I'm happy he's hitting them.
Layups in football, man. I love it.
Yeah.
That was Ty Johnson, honestly. Like that Ty Johnson was the one kind of missing those balls. So he's getting an opportunity here with Coleman on the NFI. Do you guys think that Ty Johnson is going to make this team now that we're just on the topic?
I think so.
Okay.
I think we talked about it like a week or two ago, and I was saying that if I was the Jets, I'd probably go with Ty Johnson if I had to choose between the two.
Still don't believe it, man. I still think it's going to be Tevin Coleman. I still think that LaFleur is going to keep his guy that knows the system.
You think they're going to take him off the NFI? I think it's a perfect move. I think they're going to stash him, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how that kind of works itself out.
It's so funny how the circles come back around on Ty Johnson, where you guys are like, yeah, he's going to make it, and then going to be angry when he's not catching that football.
No, if he has another drop like that, I'll lose my mind. If anyone has a drop like that, I'll lose my mind. I don't care what their name is, honestly. It could be it literally does not matter. But speaking of a little bit of competition here, shout out to Wesco. Wesco out here making plays too, man. Wesco's not going away. Wesco's going to be the third string tight end. Like, Rucker better watch out, bro. And also, we signed Bowden, the fullback. I wonder what's going to happen there. Like, Yeboah and Cager, I thought they were fighting for one spot. They might be fighting for no spot. There might not be a spot for them to fight for, which I feel bad for. But we'll see how it works out with Rucker. In my opinion, if you can keep Rucker, I alluded to it before, but if you can keep Rucker and Coleman out till week 6, the 17-week season, just see what's up. You can't practice. That's the only thing you can't do. But you could show up. You could do everything else. You can use the team facilities. I don't know. I wonder what the strategy is, but I really do trust this team.
It seems like they know what they're doing, man. I mean, not seems like it. They will. They do know what they're doing. I'm debating how I want it. They do know what they're doing. It's been a long road to get something somewhat of a comparable team on the field from when Joe Douglas started. So I'm going to say that he knows what he's doing, and I think he knows what he's doing when it comes down to, and the coaching staff as well, when it comes down to injuries, bringing guys back, not rushing anybody. It doesn't make sense to rush anybody from an injury, especially for guys who aren't starters and you need them day one to make that much of an impact. Like Rucker, like rookie, give him some time, let him learn. Watch CJ Uzoma, watch Wesco, watch Conklin, to see what those guys are doing, because they're vets, You can take your time, get ready.
Dude, and everyone's glaring about CJ Uzoma being a locker room guy. I'm so hyped.
You just love him wearing that shirt with
I
Zach
also
Wilson
love him
shirt.
Wearing that time of the year Zach Wilson shirt.
That's exactly the shirt I'm talking about.
I know, but you know why, Alex? You know why I truly love that? Because
Zach Wilson's got that dog in him?
No, it's not why. It's honestly not why. The real reason is because when Zach Wilson sees a veteran who's been killing it for a long time, known around the league to be the man, just went to the Super Bowl with a real quarterback. Where's your confidence level if you're Zach Wilson? That guy's walking in there. We just signed him walking in there with your stupid face on his chest. I mean, he's setting the tone, and I think that's what it's all about, man. They're setting the tone. Whether it's Becton moving to right tackle, and then who said it? He's like, "This is the largest man I've ever seen." I forgot who said it.
I think a lot of people have said that about him.
Someone just added to the Jets. So I think on the defense, I've just never seen anyone like that large. They weren't even trying to say anything about it. And he's moving to right tackle, no problem. AVT. Honestly, all pro season. I know he didn't get the designation, but he had an unbelievable season, especially what he had to deal with moving to right guard, completely switching his position. You know what I'm saying? Insane. And he's cool with it. And now it's going to be, what we thought was going to be the left side, strong side. And now it's just going to be on the right. And I'm hyped about that, dude. We got the rookies on the right and the vets on the left. Every day I just stare at that over 5.5 for the Jets. I just don't understand, man. I just don't get it at all. I don't get how we're not going to win 6 games. It drives me nuts.
Let me ask you if you get this. How do you feel about the stealth black helmets that that you just don't get?
Oh, listen, man. Okay, so this was a thing that they had to submit 2 years ago. I understand. I get it. The black is sick. We have the black jerseys and the black hat. It's sick. I just don't get why they didn't do the throwback, man. And it's not that they don't know. It's not that they don't, own the trademark. Like Woody Johnson, in June, literally tweeted the '80s throwback. So I'm not sure if, Woody Johnson. I don't think I think Chris Johnson was still running, so I think it was but of course he had nothing to do with it. But I think now they probably have a right to renew for the next couple of years. You know what I mean, like 2 years in advance or so. So he probably put that in for now, and that's why he was excited. You know what I mean? And talking about 2 years, and I get it. I think it's sick. It's just how annoying, man. Just give me the literally, it's a freaking pencil. Just literally it says 4 lines. Make a stupid jet over a couple letters, and we're gonna be so happy. I'm gonna spend so much stupid money with you. Everyone's gonna be happy. If you give me stripes on the shirt, I mean, and not the stupid, I don't know. I call them XFL lines. They're literally and the CFL.
Or the little wing, wing that they got going on the shoulder pad. Yeah,
that's for Maction, bro. Or the Pac-12. That's not I don't know. This is not supposed to be for my New York
Oregon Ducks type of uni.
I just can't wear it. I can't wear those jerseys. So until we switch it up, man. I like the black. It's gonna be sick. It's at the Patriots game too.
Yep. Yeah, no, the black's nice.
It'll be fine. It'll be fun. But if they were wearing their '80s uniforms in Lambeau this year or something, woo!
That would be sweet if they did kind of throwback week or something like that. Like week 11 is throwback week. Everyone wear your throwback uniforms.
As long as the Steelers don't wear their prison uniforms.
Yeah.
And the Bears one's really ugly too. They're orange.
They're tough.
Hey, Packers is the same thing as the New York Titans, essentially.
Which I don't mind. I hated them on the field, but I do like the way they look. Does that make any sense? Because when I'm watching them, I feel like I'm watching Notre Dame. You know what I mean? Our jerseys now, I don't really mind on the field, but I'm never wearing one. I'm just not wearing one. You know what I mean? I like the way they look on the field, though.
Speaking of Notre Dame, did you guys see the jersey release video they had today?
No.
It was a little OD.
Dude, they did a full shot for shot, line for line remake of The Hangover.
Yeah.
For 4 minutes. It was a lot. And they had scenes and they were moving around. It was crazy. You got to go see it if you haven't seen it already.
This is where your tuition dollars are going towards.
All to unveil all white jerseys.
Literally, that's what I'm saying. It was so much, and I was waiting for the big reveal. That was such a New York Jets thing.
Yeah. I guess the other big reveal is that they're going to be playing in Las Vegas at Allegiance, Alliance Stadium, whatever it is, the new stadium out there. So that was part of the big reveal, I guess, too. But it was honestly insane. I gotta
go to USC Notre Dame, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just I got a little bit of a vibe that Notre Dame might be being a little too cool for Notre Dame. It's know who you are. You're not that. Are they
going to the
Pac-12,
Greg? Is this break? Are you trying to break some?
That would have been wild. That would have been nuts if all of a sudden they pull out a Pac-12 trophy or a Pac-12 sign. That would have been crazy if they made that move. But no, I don't think they're going.
That made no sense. A school in Indiana going out to the Pac-12.
Oh, it's
the Big 12. I meant the Big 12. I meant the Big 12. Sorry.
Oh, Big 12.
I think I meant Pac-12 because they're out in Las Vegas. But either way, it was really well done. It was shot really well. Everything was good about it. But I don't know. Just talking about jersey reveals and stuff like that. It was over the top. Had millions of views in the first couple of hours. So I just didn't know if you guys saw it.
No.
I did not.
But speaking of topics that are off the beaten path, our kickers killed it today, bro.
Here we go.
Let's go, bro. They didn't miss a kick. They didn't miss a kick, both of them.
I mean, I hope not. They're kickers.
What do you mean?
It's a nice change of pace. It's a nice change of pace.
Definitely a nice change of pace.
Amazing,
is a nice change of pace.
We're gonna save $2 million, or one, depending on who we cut. Honestly, if we cut double doink Eddie Pinheiro, we'd save more money than if we keep Zerline, who we just signed. But nothing too crazy. I'm just Just throwing that out there. We're going to cut one. I think it's also cool that we mentioned a little bit about signing that cornerback, Craig James, special teams cornerback.
Yep.
Cut him real quick. Justin Hardy, all good. It was all straight. So I'm hyped about that. Like, this is the fun part about this season. That's why football's back, because like we are really completing the team. Right? That's why like when someone is starting to play in week 6, like, who is this guy? Like, dude, this guy was with us, for 3 months, and we put him in the practice squad, because now the practice squad is still staying from 10 to 16, right? But for all you fantasy football fans, the IL this year is 4 weeks, so that should be interesting. I don't think they have any COVID special rules this year for the first time. It feels like forever. So, dude, football's back. I don't care what you guys say. Green and white practice is right around the damn corner.
John games next week.
That's what I'm saying. Football's back. You guys are curmudgeons.
July, man. It's July.
It's on 27th, bro.
Yeah, I'll wait until August. August is a couple days away. Relax.
It's July 4th day walking through that door, bro.
Oh, my goodness. Look, man, I'm enjoying the rest of July. Once August is back, it means we know we got to take it up to another gear. So I'm enjoying it, man. I'm just enjoying it. Let me enjoy this July, John. Relax.
Enjoy it. And I'm relaxed, dude. I'm just saying, football's back. Get your bets in.
Who are you betting on?
Saints to win the division. Tampa Bay about to go start 0-4. Him and your boy Todd.
Can we talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, we can talk about that all day.
You talk about it all day. Talked about it last.
We talk about Julio Jones going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Talk about it.
I can't wait.
What
for
is
someone
happening?
To draft him. Can't wait for someone to draft him. 6th round of a fantasy football league,
and have him for only 6 games.
That's been my joke the whole time, Alex. He's gonna play 4 games. It's like, all right.
Wow, 4 games. That's too low. 6 games, I feel like is right. It is the right amount.
Maybe.
I'm 100% going to take him in fantasy. And trade him. And trade him to a dumb Patriots fan, which is how it usually goes, man.
Yeah.
No, or you keep him, and the 6 games he actually plays is like during that playoff stretch because he misses the first couple of games. It sounds like right up the Julio Jones alley too. He's either around when you need him or not around when you need him. So.
They have a tough schedule to start, man, and Tom Brady doesn't cover in prime time, so he better hope he's a favorite. All right, we better hope he's a favorite here because he doesn't cover. I don't know, Greg. What do you think about this rookie head coach business with the 50-year-old?
We talked about it. We talked about it yesterday on Winning Picks Weekly. I think they're gonna have a down year. I think Tom Brady's half in, half out. He's retired. He's unretired. He's not retired. He's into Bitcoin. He's broadcasting for $300 million apparently, but he's still playing. And then you have Todd Bowles as your head coach. It's like, as a Jets fan, we've seen it before. I don't have any real expectations. It's an easier division than most, but I do like the Saints in that division.
This team is just so weird.
Bad is the word you're looking for.
I mean, the wide receiver. It's like. I know Mike Evans is good. Chris Godwin's good. You got Russell Gage, and then Julio Jones.
Dude, they paid Russell Gage.
I know.
They didn't just get Russell Gage. They paid Russell Gage, man.
Which is like the shocking thing to do, but hey, they did it. And then you have Julio Jones. It's like it feels star-studded, but outside of Godwin, it just isn't though. Like, you know what I mean? Like the other two, like Gage is solid.
I love Mike Evans.
Oh, Evans is awesome. He's a beast.
Shout out to A&M.
Dude's a power forward on the football field. Just throw it up, you grab the board. That's how he plays. Godwin is awesome. Outside of that, man, Julio.
I'm so excited for football, dude. I am so excited to take these division with the Saints. I'm so excited to take the Chargers and listen to Greg about Russell Wilson. I'm hyper football, man. I'm really excited. I'm excited for these football practices for the Jets to get a little bit more intense. We learned a lot about.
Now, where do you have the Denver Broncos finishing this season?
Second in the division.
Second in the division. Where in the AFC though? Where do you have them finishing in the AFC?
Playoffs.
Ooh, okay.
Chiefs last in the division.
Okay. I'm just trying to get Greg's reaction. I'm just trying to see if Greg's discussing.
Well, it depends on Oakland.
He's talking about the Chiefs being last in the division. I mean, how can you take anything this guy says seriously?
What do you mean? You're gonna take your boy Derek Carr, the best quarterback of all time, in your brain, and Devontae Adams? You're gonna put them under Mahomes, who just keeps losing players on both sides of the field?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck to you. Honestly, I do not trust the Chiefs at all this year with no Tyreek Hill and no Honey Badger. I think they got so much worse. It's crazy. Like McCole Hardman, that's what we're doing. Like that's really Justin Ross, he's gonna do it and he's out for the year. Like,
do you believe the Chargers? Do you believe the Chargers
Sky
can
Moore.
be? Like, I know the Chargers got talent. Chargers got talent, but do you believe that they can consistently be good?
You know why, Alex? You want my dumb gambling brain, or you want the real reason? Because my dumb gambling brain is because nobody's talking about them. Finally, thank God. Last year it was, oh my God, Justin Herbert, he's about to win the MVP. Like, can we just chill out? And now everybody's calmed down on him, probably because Russell Wilson is in there, and they got the Devontae Adams thing going on in Vegas. So for that reason, I think it's time for them to come up. But dude, they upgraded so much. Like, first of all, how are you gonna get Khalil Mack on that team, dude? How are you gonna have Khalil Mack and Bosa and Derwin James? That's insane. Like,
JC Jackson,
Khalil Mack leaving.
How's that not the number one defense in the NFL? Like, if they're not the number one defense in the NFL, that's a disappointment. Forget top 5. If they're not number 1, that's a disappointment. So that's why I like them. And if they're number 1, I just believe in Russell Wilson. So that's why I have him too. Oakland 3, Chiefs 4. I don't know. I think the Chiefs got significantly worse, man. They were always teetering, and now they lost their best defensive player and their best offensive playmaker. And their running back sucks. Like, I love Clyde Edwards-Helaire because, LSU sounds good. I draft him. I like him, but let's keep it a buck, man. He's not Larry Johnson not walking through that door. Neither is Priest Holmes, man.
Priest Holmes. That's a name I haven't heard in a minute.
Who's their running back last year? Who's their starter? Not last year. Who's their last best running back starter? Yeah, he was a good name.
The last best running back in
KC.
In KC. Well, it was what's his name? Who's on the Browns?
Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. Yeah, Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, okay.
he was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yo, he was a beast. He had the 3 touchdowns opening week against the Patriots. That was amazing. I loved every minute of it.
Real quick, though, we talked a little NFC South a couple minutes ago. We talked a little Todd Bowles, little former Jet, kind of not really living up to expectations. Did you guys see the Carolina Panthers video today of Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold walking out together to practice?
No.
Dude, there was grown men screaming their lungs out for Baker Mayfield. It was like Sam Darnold could have been like the water boy. No one said anything about Sam Darnold. You have to see this video. I'm going to send it to you after this. And they Baker, we love you, Baker. Get a week 1, Baker. Screaming at the top of their lungs. Grown men, not kids. Just loving Baker Mayfield.
Let's not do this. Let's not do this to grown men because we have grown men screaming out there for Zach Wilson. Okay.
Do we though? Do we?
Yes.
Dude, wait till you hear these screams though. It's not like let's go, Zach. Go get him, Zach
Wilson. No one's excited about Zach Wilson right now.
Yeah, a lot of barking, a lot of go get him, dog, a lot of that stuff for Zach Wilson. Not so much. Not so much
like we like the way you
screaming.
play football.
It's like Harry Styles was walking around. It was insane. The screams that were coming out of these Panther fans.
Can we keep it in Carolina?
Sure. This is John's favorite. This is John's little house right here.
I have to send you the video of Matt Rule today. I'm really shocked that it didn't go viral on Jets Twitter. I'm really shocked that you guys didn't bring it up to me. Matt Rule gave the Adam Gase eyes while he was talking about who he's gonna start at quarterback. He's literally giving the Gase eyes like this. He's like going down. And then his answer was, "I'm not gonna choose. The players are gonna choose." Like that. That's what he's going like this. This guy is a goner, bro. Plus 300, first coach fired, Matt Rule. Put that in the books, dude. That is the easiest bet I'm making all year.
Not if Baker Mayfield saving a coach that shouldn't be saved comes back out, as we all know. That's how that happens.
Dude, speaking of this, and I can't believe it slipped my mind. Do you guys think that D Ford's going to be added to this D line? I don't know if Jets fans are still with us, but
Yeah.
do you think that D Ford is a good add for this Jets team or not?
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so either.
I think what they have right now is set, and they're gonna go in there with this roster.
All right, and let me just go on the record right now, Alex, and let you know that I hate the Mets because they are bunting right now. All right, they're freaking bunting right now. I'm supposed to be scared of this team bunting. Oh, get out of here! We're gonna beat this team.
Can't talk about it. I'm already at 2 strikes. Can't talk about it. I live on 2 strikes. By the way, fun story. 3rd grade, we had a 1-2-3 system, and getting in trouble. I lived in the 2s. 3 got detention. I lived in the 2s. They didn't start until we got to the 2s, so I'm used to living with 2 strikes.
Greg's talking spicy right now.
Sarah Mangiarelli, shout out, got a 1 time.
All right, Greg, let's hear it. Come on.
Balled her eyes out.
Lifting the band. Let's hear it, Greg.
Damn.
Come on.
I'm so mad that it worked, by the way, and he advanced the runner on the fielder's choice. I'm so mad right now because the bottom of the 9th. I'm so pissed.
Yeah, I mean, John's just funny. He's like, I'm not scared about this team. It's like, you're about to get swept by this team. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see it.
Nah, you know why? Because our Yankees are from the Bronx, baby. BX, baby. Represent all day.
Yeah, well,
it's just because you know we're worried about playoffs, Alex. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, we're worried about more serious things.
Our playoffs are in October. Theirs are in the Subway Series.
Not even. We're in first place. We're gaining on the Braves because we're playing you guys. It's nice to play you guys every once in a while.
You just got a man on first now, and now you set up the double play. So you're talking really spicy here, but you're about to get a double play here in the bottom of the 9th. We're about to go into extras with this guy on second nonsense. Is it gonna catch the over?
Moving in the 2s.
Is it gonna catch the over? just on doubles galore of both teams.
They'll live in the 2s, bro. You know who's also living in the 2s? Sam Darnold. He's living in the number 2 quarterback right now. It's not a good place.
Not a good place. I gotta send you that video. It was tough. It was tough to watch. And by the way, Brandon Nimmo, I forgot to say it when he got the hit. So fast. I mean, just so fast. This guy, unbelievable out of the box.
Speaking of 2s and speaking of the Yankees, you guys been watching The Captain?
No.
Oh no, I need to start that. I need to start that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Look, man, same people who did the Last Dance for Michael Jordan, so I know it's amazing.
Dude, it's so good. Joe Torre's a little bit cuckoo, but it's so good.
A little bit.
Well, he's that's why I wanted to see if you guys had an opinion on that. That's why I asked. But this whole Clemens and Piazza thing, he's still
no disrespect to Joe Torre though. You need look, man. All greats.
Yankee fan for you.
All greats are a little twisted, all right, in some way. Okay, that's how you get the win. That's how you get to where you are. You gotta see the world a little differently.
Bro, he's ride or die, dude. He does not. The guy threw a bat at a player while he was going
broken bat.
Hey, man. But that's how come they won. That's why they win, man. Joe Torre, baby.
Loyalty.
YouTube, don't take us out.
Yeah.
But on that note, this has been a good pod, guys. Good Jets episode of the Knicks Jets Etc. podcast. And on that note, thank you all for tuning in for another Jets episode. You all know what to do. Please make sure to subscribe. We're on all audio streaming platforms. All right. Please make sure to leave us a review. Please make sure to give us a 5-star rating. If you watch us on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button when you watch a video. Leave a comment, add to the conversation. Check out Winning Picks Weekly, another podcast that we got on the channel. John, video producer Greg, our guy, and co-host Chip Murphy go through every sport. Come on. You guys will enjoy watching all these guys go at it, especially when they're doing the live stuff. They're doing live recordings now.
Like right now. Like literally right now as we speak, Alex. We are live. Let's just go live right now because, like, I'm dying right now.
Yeah, we can switch over to Winning Picks Weekly for the last 10 minutes of this game, hopefully, God willing.
No! Get out of here. Get us out of here.
End the stream quick because I'm behind on mine. Alex. So get us out of here before I have the platform to talk.
Well, also, if you're after you're done checking out Winning Picks Weekly, please make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, You name it, we are there. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for another Jets episode of the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast. We out.
Mets win. Get the sweep. Let's go. Let's go, Jets.
Jeez, we're not ending on that. Let's go, Yankees. Go New York Jets.
Tough loss.
Recordings.